One day, you'll get tired. Not because you're weak, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally realized some people only enjoy being chased. Think about it. How many times have you been the first one to call, the first one to apologize, even when it wasn't your fault? The first one to fix what someone else broke? At first, you told yourself it was love. You called it loyalty. You believed that if you gave enough, someone would eventually see your worth. But here's the painful truth. People who truly value you rarely make you fight for a place in their lives. Some people don't reject you. They simply become comfortable watching you do all the work. And the more you give, the more they expect. Until one day, you look in the mirror and realize you no longer recognize the person staring back. You've become someone who survives on small moments of attention. A short reply, a delayed text, a tiny sign that maybe, just maybe, they still care, but caring shouldn't feel like solving a puzzle. Love shouldn't feel like begging. Respect shouldn't have to be earned every single day. Most people never notice the moment they begin abandoning themselves. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens quietly. Every time you stay silent when something hurts you, every time you ignore your own needs to keep someone else comfortable, every time you convince yourself this is enough, even when deep inside you know it isn't. The hardest goodbye isn't always walking away from someone else. Sometimes it's saying goodbye to the version of yourself who believed being ignored was better than being alone. There comes a moment when exhaustion becomes wisdom, when your heart whispers, if they wanted to, they would. Not everyone who leaves is meant to return. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some people enter your life only to teach you what you should never accept again. And strangely, that's not a tragedy. It's a gift. Because every person who walks away creates space for someone who doesn't have to be chased. Here's something nobody tells you. The moment you stop running after everyone, you start finding yourself. You remember what peace feels like. You stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. You stop wondering if you said something wrong. You stop carrying conversations that only move because you keep pushing them forward. And for the first time in a long time, you can breathe. Real relationships, you don't depend on one person doing all the work. They don't leave you guessing. They don't leave you feeling unwanted. They don't make you question whether you're enough. Because the right people never make you beg for basic kindness. Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for. Not to chase harder, not to explain yourself one more time, not to prove your value again. Maybe it's time to stop, to let silence answer the questions you've been asking, to let distance reveal who truly cares. Because people who want to stay don't need to be convinced. One day, you'll wake up and realize you haven't thought about them all morning, then all afternoon, then all week, not because you forgot them, but because you finally remembered yourself. And when that day comes, you won't feel angry. You won't want revenge. You won't even want an apology. You'll simply smile at the person you've become, someone who no longer measures their worth by someone else's attention, someone who understands that peace is more valuable than being chosen by people who never truly chose you in the first place. So, if you're tired, rest. If you're hurting, heal. If you're chasing, stop. Because the people who are meant for your life will never require you to lose yourself just to keep them. And maybe the most important person you've been chasing all along was the person you left behind, yourself.